Step into a world few have explored, a place where tradition collides with an unexpected twist. Picture this, the simplicity of Amish life blending with the thriving cannabis industry. Yeah, you heard that right. The same community, known for horse-drawn buggies and handcrafted barns, is turning heads with their unique, high-quality cannabis strains. Curious? Buckle up, because today we're uncovering the fascinating story behind this unlikely partnership. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations. Imagine a community steeped in centuries of tradition, untouched by the rush of modern life. Your mind likely goes straight to the Amish. Arriving in North America in the 18th century, they've spent generations living simply, away from the noise of contemporary society. Tucked into the picturesque countryside of Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana, their lives revolve around family, faith, and farming, a timeless harmony of values. Known for their craftsmanship and unparalleled farming skills, the Amish have long been celebrated as masters of the land. But here's a curveball you might not expect: cannabis cultivation. Yeah, you heard that right. While the Amish are famous for their baked goods, furniture, and thriving crops, their age-old farming expertise has quietly expanded to include marijuana. With a deep understanding of crop rotation, natural fertilizers, and the rhythm of the seasons, they cultivate toxin-free, high-quality harvests, setting a new standard in agriculture-based industries. So, how did one of the most traditional communities in America find its way into the cannabis trade? The answer lies in a mix of economic necessity and shifting laws. Traditional crops like corn and wheat no longer bring in the profits they once did, pushing some Amish farmers to explore new opportunities. With marijuana increasingly legalized and offering significant financial returns, it presented a compelling option, a way to keep their families secure while staying true to their farming roots. But not every Amish family is on board. The Amish live by the Ordnung, a set of church-prescribed rules that govern everything from their use of technology to how they farm. These rules vary across communities, shaping their views on what is acceptable. For those who have embraced cannabis, it's not about moral conflict, it's about practicality. They see marijuana as just another crop, valued for its medicinal and economic potential rather than any controversies surrounding it. Here's an important distinction. The Amish don't consume cannabis. Their role is purely in its cultivation and trade, treating it no differently than tobacco or hemp. Their approach is pragmatic, not provocative, a way to adapt to modern economic challenges without compromising their values. Despite their reputation for being frozen in time, the Amish have consistently shown a knack for adaptability. From selling handcrafted furniture to baked goods and now cannabis, they've found ways to engage with the modern economy. Intrigued? It gets better. The cannabis strains grown by the Amish are as unique as their farming methods. Let's go into what makes their products stand out from the rest. Within the Amish community, there's a deep understanding and respect for the earth that is translated into their cultivation practices. They don't chase new trends or new exotic strains. Instead, they focus on unique strains that thrive in their countryside and mirror their well-known purity and craftsmanship. Sour Amish Diesel adapts the legacy of the established Sour Diesel and adds an Amish twist, making it something extraordinary. With an intense earthy aroma complemented by stimulating citrus notes, it's the right pick for moments of creative inspiration or extreme concentration. The strain's robust character withstands Pennsylvania's changing seasons, and it's evident from the meticulously hand-trimmed buds that they take pride in every harvest. The absence of conventional pesticides showcases the natural terpenes of the strain. Amish OG Kush is an organic take on the classic OG Kush, cultivated perfectly in Amish-constructed wooden barns. This predominant indica strain is celebrated for its tranquilizing effects, acting as a staple for stress reduction and sleep promotion. The slow-curing techniques of the Amish community sharpen the strain's floral and herbal notes, offering an incredibly smooth smoke. It's the ideal choice for anybody seeking relaxation after a tiring day, mirroring the Amish lifestyle after a day from dawn to dusk. The spotlight is on Pennsylvania Gold, a local hybrid strain known for its magnificent balanced effects. It extends a serene euphoria to users without compromising productivity. The strain's ability to acclimate to different climates is its true success, particularly crucial in the fluctuating weather patterns of the Amish countryside. Pennsylvania Gold's inherent robustness is a perfect fit for Amish farming practices that are outdoor and pesticide-free. Lancaster Lights, named after the renowned Lancaster County, embodies the care and simplicity evident in Amish farming. With a gentle, uplifting effect, it's perfectly suitable for daytime use when concentration and positivity are essential. Thanks to the Amish's minimalist approach to cultivation, the strain presents a fruity flavor profile, allowing the plant to showcase its natural character. It's marketed as an embodiment of the Amish's commitment to sustainable and superior quality practices. A tribute to the iconic black buggies that symbolize the Amish, the Black Buggy Kush is a rare indica strain. Rich in terpenes like myrcene and caryophyllene, it exudes an earthy, spicy aroma. Ideal for profound relaxation and soothing the mind, this strain resonates with the slower pace of Amish life. It's cultivated using handmade compost teas to enrich the soil, ensuring a crop that is high-yielding and free from synthetic chemicals. The common thread tying these strains is their compatibility with Amish farming methods. Every strain is picked for its hardiness in outdoor conditions, and the Amish rely more on nature's offerings rather than artificial greenhouse setups. They're also chosen for their resistance to pests in varying weather, providing steady yields regardless of nature's unpredictability. Utilizing their extensive knowledge of soil health and crop management, the Amish achieve results that even rival those of more technologically advanced cultivators. Considering the uniqueness and the expert cultivation of these strains, it's no wonder that cannabis sourced from Amish farms is in high demand. The craftsmanship and tradition ingrained in their process render their harvests more than just a product. Stay tuned to discover the fascinating connections and practices surrounding Amish cannabis cultivation. Here, in the heartland of tradition, the Amish are cultivating cannabis with the same care and craftsmanship they've brought to their crops for generations. It's a marriage of heritage and sustainability, resulting in a product that's as natural as the hands that grow it. The Amish live by a simple creed: work with nature, not against it. Their approach to cannabis farming is no different, using trusted techniques passed down through generations. They grow cannabis with an eye for detail and respect for the land. It starts with carefully chosen plots of land, rotated over time to preserve soil fertility. Instead of synthetic fertilizers, they enrich the earth with organic compost made from livestock manure and ash from wood-burning stoves. Then, every seed is planted by hand. No industrial seeders here, meticulously placed for optimal growth. From pest control using garlic sprays and beneficial insects, and canopy training for healthy development, the Amish tend to each plant with unmatched care. And when harvest time rolls around, the artistry shines. Using scythes and hand pruners, they trim the plants with precision. Then the buds are dried and cured in wooden barns where the natural climate works its magic, preserving rich terpenes and cannabinoids for a product that modern methods simply can't replicate. You might wonder how the Amish, who avoid modern technology, sell their cannabis in today's bustling market. The answer is clever simplicity. Amish farmers team up with non-Amish distributors, known as English, in their community to handle packaging, marketing, and sales. This partnership allows the Amish to focus on their craft while staying true to their values. The term Amish made has become a mark of quality, much like their renowned furniture and baked goods. Consumers love their artisanal approach, opting for small batch, handcrafted strains over mass-produced alternatives. Even without flashy websites or social media campaigns, Amish-grown cannabis has built a reputation through word of mouth and grassroots marketing. Some communities are experimenting with understated branding, simple earthy labels that reflect their agricultural roots. The results? A demand for their strains that continues to grow, driven by those seeking something authentic and natural in a fast-paced, mass-produced world. What makes the Amish stand out in the cannabis industry is their ability to adapt without compromising their way of life. While they don't use cannabis themselves, they see its cultivation as a way to support their families and sustain their communities. By blending sustainable farming methods, smart collaborations, and a commitment to quality, the Amish have carved out a unique niche in the cannabis industry. They're proof that even in a world dominated by speed and technology, there's still room for slow, thoughtful craftsmanship. This is more than just a story of farming. It's a testament to resilience, tradition, and the power of doing things differently. And as the Amish navigate the challenges of growing such a controversial crop, there's much more to their journey that's worth exploring. Stay tuned for what's next. The Amish are an intriguing group when viewed from an agricultural perspective. They masterfully blend time-honored farming techniques with an unwavering dedication to the land. When it comes to cultivating cannabis, their approach is no different. blending age-old wisdom with an eye for detail that truly sets their cannabis apart. The knack of the Amish for hands-on labor is no secret. In their world, every phase of cannabis cultivation, from sowing the seeds to the harvest, is done by hand. Ever seen a field prepared by horse-drawn plows? That's them conserving soil health and ensuring natural aeration, a practice rarely seen in our tech-dependent age. With such a meticulous approach, they address any issues such as pests or nutrient deficiencies right at the onset. Just like a painter needs space on a canvas, so do the Amish growers when setting their cannabis plants. Doing so ensures optimum sunlight and circulation, reducing the risk of mold or any other challenges. This also allows them to cater to every plant individually, thereby enhancing both its health and yield. The Amish are synonymous with organic farming, and they extend this practice to their cannabis cultivation as well. Composts made from animal manure, kitchen waste, and wood stove ash enrich their fields, creating the perfect setting for cannabis plants to flourish. To keep the pests at bay, they rely on natural remedies like neem oil, beneficial insects, and garlic sprays. Rest assured, the cannabis they grow is as chemical-free as it can get. Respecting nature's rhythm is another feather in the Amish cap. They plant and harvest in sync with the seasons, not the technology. Keeping a constant eye on weather patterns and seasonal changes helps them grow cannabis that is in tune with nature's course. This results in more potent cannabinoids and a richer terpene profile. Their expertise extends to crop rotation as well, a practice that ensures the soil remains fertile over time. They might follow a cannabis harvest with nitrogen-fixing crops like clover to replenish the soil, a visible testimonial of sustainable land management. Where the Amish really outshine is in the post-harvest process. They gently trim the cannabis plants and hang them in naturally ventilated wooden barns to dry. This curing process, slow and meticulous, often spans weeks, allowing the buds to retain their full flavor and potency sans any over-drying. The simplicity of these barns, coupled with natural climate conditions, makes a perfect environment for cannabis curing. The Amish vouch for this traditional method, stating that it enhances the terpenes and potency in ways modern equipment can't. The organic processes used by the Amish in cannabis farming not only result in high-quality yields, but also make it environmentally friendly. No heavy machinery, no synthetic chemicals, and definitely no waste of water. Instead, they rely on rainwater and handmade ditches for efficient hydration. What you get is a farming process in complete harmony with nature, conserving resources while providing contaminant-free cannabis. Its sustainability is at its absolute best, demonstrating that antiquated methods can fulfill modern needs without compromising the Earth's health. The Amish emphasis on quality is a refreshing perspective. To them, their plants are not just crops, but an embodiment of centuries-long agricultural wisdom. Everything, right from preparing the soil to the slow curing process, culminates in a final product that is remarkable in quality, flavor, and purity. Though their practices might not fit the scale needed for mass production, they hint at a more sustainable way of farming that could inspire the cannabis industry and beyond. With such commitment to age-old techniques, it's hardly surprising that Amish-grown cannabis is garnering a reputation for excellence. Yet, for a community that values tradition as deeply as the Amish do, farming cannabis isn't without its challenges. Up next, we'll look at these challenges and how they strike a balance between their beliefs and this unconventional crop. Stay tuned. Growing cannabis isn't easy, even for experienced farmers. It's a crop that comes with its share of cultural, legal, and financial twists and turns. For the Amish, known for their deep-rooted traditional farming practices, this journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine balancing centuries-old values with the demands of a modern controversial industry. It's a story of adaptation, innovation, and staying true to one's beliefs. For many Amish communities, cannabis sparks a fiery ethical debate. On one hand, the crop offers significant financial opportunity, a chance to secure their family's futures. On the other, its association with recreational drug use challenges their spiritual commitment to simplicity and purity. In stricter Amish orders, this debate often ends in outright bans. But not all Amish see it the same way. Progressive groups have embraced medicinal cannabis as a middle ground, using it to navigate financial survival without compromising their moral compass. Then there's the hurdle of legal red tape. Even as cannabis laws loosen across the U.S., navigating permits and compliance can feel like a bureaucratic nightmare. especially for the Amish, who prefer a life free of such complexities. To tackle this, many form partnerships with non-Amish allies who handle the legal intricacies. But the risks remain. With cannabis still illegal at the federal level, farmers near state borders walk a fine line. Any misstep could lead to serious consequences, making location and strict compliance key to staying in the game. Competition is another mountain to climb. Up against massive operations armed with cutting-edge technology and deep pockets, Amish farmers rely on their commitment to sustainable practices and artisanal quality. Though their hand labor methods may feel like a disadvantage, they've carved out a niche for customers who cherish craftsmanship over mass production. Privacy poses another challenge. The cannabis industry's spotlight can feel invasive for Amish farmers who value their low-profile lifestyle. Media attention, law enforcement scrutiny, and even local gossip can disrupt their peaceful way of life. To stay under the radar, many use intermediaries to handle public-facing business. But avoiding prying eyes isn't always possible. And then there's the ever-present stigma. Cannabis's association with illegal activity and lingering stereotypes can strain relationships with neighbors and even spark tension within Amish communities. But their resilience shines. By relying on their close-knit community bonds and pooling resources, they find ways to weather the storm. Despite the obstacles, the Amish continue to push forward, proving that they can adapt without losing sight of their traditions. Their journey is nothing short of inspiring, a testament to balancing old-world values with the demands of an ever-changing modern world. So, what's next for this fascinating partnership of Amish wisdom and cannabis cultivation? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, this story is not over yet. The choice to cultivate cannabis, often seen as a progressive and occasionally contentious crop, hasn't been taken lightly. Within the strictly traditional Amish community, it's viewed by some as an economic necessity, a way to keep families afloat amid escalating land prices and dwindling returns from conventional farming activities. But it's not all smooth sailing. This new age farming venture has its critics. Arguments against this involvement hinge on concerns about materialism and wealth, ideas that sit uncomfortably with the Amish's religious teachings. This issue has caused a divide, with some communities flat out banning cannabis farming while others see potential under well-regulated conditions. Amish cannabis farmers, ever forward-thinking, navigate these conflicts with tact. They view cannabis as just another crop, similar to their everyday products like corn or alfalfa. By sticking to their organic manual farming methods, they keep in line with their long-standing environmental ideals, making cannabis farming compatible with their age-old belief system. It's not just within the Amish community where this venture is causing a stir. The outer world, often perceiving the Amish as a society untouched by modernity, is both intrigued and surprised. Cannabis farming is causing a shift in the perception of the Amish, demonstrating their ability to adapt while maintaining their core principles. It's a bit like rebranding, but without losing their essence. There's a delicate balance at play here: change and consistency. The Amish, known for their pragmatism, have always found ways to interact with the modern world, provided it benefits their community and doesn't conflict with their values. Cannabis farming tests this balance. It's a challenge and an opportunity to align their traditions with current economic demands. One such change is their synergy with the English world. Creating a sustainable cannabis supply chain involves legal processes, distribution, and marketing, things that the Amish usually avoid. By creating partnerships with trusted entities, the Amish are ensuring these collaborations don't infringe upon their traditions. Communities are often exploring co-investments, with profits from cannabis farming being injected back into community endeavors like barn raising, schools, or healthcare. It's a clever way to ensure profits benefit the community as a whole and not just a lucky few. A group of farmers from Pennsylvania provides a great case in point. They've turned to cannabis as an additional source of income. With non-Amish people navigating the legal complexities of cannabis farming, including sales and marketing, the Amish community has managed to remain largely disengaged from these worldly aspects of the trade. But it's not just about financial survival. This delve into cannabis farming underscores the Amish's resilience. Throughout history, they've shown an uncanny ability to adapt while maintaining their cultural values. Cannabis farming is simply a new chapter in this testament to their endurance. By sticking to their trusted farming techniques, keeping a hands-off approach to the business side of things, and ensuring that financial rewards serve the community as a whole, the Amish are setting a new path in the cannabis industry, one that doesn't require a compromise on their uniqueness. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Amish culture and cannabis innovation. Who could have guessed that such a traditional community is carving out a niche in one of the fastest evolving industries? If you're as intrigued as we are, show us some love with a like and subscribe. Got a favorite Amish strain from what we covered? Or maybe your own theories on where this might be headed? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, stay tuned for more eye-opening explorations into cannabis and culture. Catch you next time.